Hello, good morning dear students. Today we discuss the chapter trigonometry. So, welcome to the session trigonometry. For JEE aspirant students, trigonometry suggestible book is nothing but S.L. Loney, author. S.L. Loney is very important book for JEE aspirants. So, now we discuss the chapter trigonometry. In this word trigonometry, tri means 3. Gonia means angle. Metron means measurement. So, the word trigonometry means measurement of angles of a triangle. Measurement of angles of a triangle. Now, the word trigonometry means measurement of angles of a triangle. Here, not only measurement of angles of a triangle, lengths of sides also measurement of angles of a triangle we discuss in this chapter. Originally, trigonometry is the branch of mathematics. So, it is a branch of mathematics. It is very important role in everywhere, but it deals what? It deals relation between lengths of sides and angles of a triangle. So, this is general idea of trigonometry. I can explain again. The word trigonometry, it is the combination of tri, gon or gonia, metron. Tri means 3, gonia means angle, metron means measurement. So, indirectly the meaning of the word trigonometry is measurement of angles of a triangle. Now, we discuss measurement of angles. Generally, measurement of angles are 3 types: sexagesimal system, centesimal system, circular measure. We go to that 3 contents. First of all, you know the angle. What is angle? Now, definition of angle. Before we go to the definition of angle, first we know the anti-clockwise direction and clockwise direction. Observe, this is fixed point called as origin. Through O, we can draw a ray. So, this is named as OA ray. related to OA, this OA ray rotates in this direction, rotates in this direction. This direction is called anti-clockwise direction. So, if this ray rotates in this direction, it is called anti-clockwise direction. So, anti-clockwise direction, anti-clockwise sense also correct. For example, if you consider O and this is OA ray. Related to O, this ray rotates in this direction, This rotation is called clockwise direction, So, this direction it is nothing but clockwise sense or clockwise direction. Whenever we know the anti-clockwise direction and clockwise direction, we move to the definition of angle. What is angle? Angle is the amount of rotation or the measurement of rotation, the amount of or measurement of rotation from initial ray to terminal ray gives us angle. So, I can explain with the diagrammatic. Let us consider O is the fixed point. Through O we can draw a ray. So, this is ray named as OA ray. With respect to origin, this initial ray rotates in anti-clockwise direction and it coincide with terminal ray. If you consider this is initial ray, this is nothing but terminal ray. The amount of or measurement of rotation from OA to OB, this is called angle. In generally, it is denoted by either theta or alpha or beta or gamma. Now, this amount of rotation, this measurement of rotation is called angle. So, it is called angle. Now, angle is positive when, angle is negative when. Now, if theta is means angle is consider as positive. When it is to be considered as positive means if and only if the rotation is in anti-clockwise sense, anti-clockwise direction or anti-clockwise sense, means the initial ray rotates in this direction. In this direction only theta will be positive. I can express in diagrammatically like this. So, this is initial ray, OA ray. It rotates in this direction and coincide with a terminal ray named as OB. This direction is anti-clockwise direction. In this case, we assumed theta is positive. Next, second one. If theta is negative means angle is negative. When angle is negative means if and only if we consider rotation is in clockwise direction. Rotation is in clockwise direction. So clockwise direction nothing but like this. I can express this content with diagrammatically. So this is O, this is OA ray. Now this ray rotates with respect to horizon in this direction, so it is clockwise direction. For this case theta will be taken as negative. Now the rotation will be like this, coincide with the terminal ray OB. This is initial ray, this is terminal ray. In this case theta will be taken as negative. So theta will be considered positive only if the rotation is in anti-clockwise direction. Theta will be negative if the rotation is in clockwise direction. Now we shall move to some examples of angle. What is standard form of angle? Standard form of angle. So now we discuss standard form. We know that already two-dimensional plane. So two-dimensional plane containing two coordinate axes respectively x-axis and y-axis. They divide the plane into four equal parts. Each part is called a quadrant. Now consider a plane. This is y-axis. This is nothing but x-axis. Their point of intersection horizon. This is x, O, x dash, y, O, y dash. O is as vertex, positive x-axis as initial ray, positive x-axis as initial ray. We are considered this is initial ray. Now this OX line, positive x-axis, this initial ray rotates in anti-clockwise direction, rotates in anti-clockwise direction. Now this initial ray coincide with, for example, OB. Now this amount of rotation, theta will be positive. This theta is called standard form of angle. When we called theta is standard form of angle means initial ray vertex at horizon and OA ray as x-axis. Then the measurement of this rotation we called standard form of angle. Now observe, if this theta measurement lies in first quadrant, so therefore the theta is in quadrant 1. Now for example, if you consider two-dimensional plane, x-axis and y-axis, their point of intersection horizon, this is nothing but x-axis, this is initial ray OA line. If this horizon at vertex, x-axis as initial ray, rotates in this direction and coincide with terminal ray lies in here, for example. So this is nothing but our terminal ray. Thus terminal ray will be taken as OB ray. This is called amount of rotation. This amount of rotation we know that theta. That theta lies in second quadrant. So theta belongs to second quadrant. This measurement totally nothing but greater than 90, so it lies in second quadrant. Now for example, that initial ray as OA ray. This is OA and this is y axis. And now this initial ray rotates in anti-clockwise direction, and it rotates and coincide with the third quadrant, means this rotation like this. Now here is the terminal ray, OB. This amount of rotation lies in third quadrant. This theta lies in quadrant 3, third quadrant. Next, for example, if you consider coordinate plane and their point of intersection origin, this is nothing but x-axis. Now this initial ray, O is vertex, OX is x-axis. This ray rotates in anti-clockwise direction and coincide within fourth quadrant. So that means this is called terminal ray, OB ray. Now this amount of rotation lies in fourth quadrant. Theta belongs to fourth quadrant. So theta lies in first quadrant, theta lies in second quadrant, theta lies in third quadrant, theta lies in fourth quadrant. We called these are standard form of angle when vertex at origin and OX as initial ray. And now we know that in two-dimensional plane, consider x-axis and y-axis. This is O, this is x, this is x dash, this is y, this is y dash. Already we know that x-axis, y-axis divide this plane into four equal parts. Each part is called a quadrant. This is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, this is quadrant 4. We know that in first quadrant, if you consider any point x positive, y positive. In second quadrant, x negative, y positive. In third quadrant, both x and y are negative. In fourth quadrant, x positive, y negative. Now, if the line OX initial ray rotates in anti-clockwise direction and it coincide with the positive y-axis, this amount of rotation, this measurement of rotation is 90 degrees. Next, and again it coincide with the negative x-axis. Now this amount of rotation is called 180 degrees. We called straight line angle. Again, the initial ray coincide with the negative y-axis. Means 270 degrees. So this amount of rotation is 270 degrees. And again it coincide with the initial ray. This is called complete turn. So the rotation is like this and coincide with the same initial ray. So it is called one complete turn. So one complete turn or nothing but one cyclic. One cyclic is nothing but 360 degrees. This is general concept of angle, standard form of angle. Now we move to the measurement of angles. Generally, the measurement of angles are three types: sexagesimal system, centesimal system, and circular measure, that is called radian. Now, first we discuss Sexagesimal system. Measurement of angles are three types. First one, sexagesimal system. Sexagesimal measurement or system. Second one, centesimal system. Third one, circular measure. Now, in this one we discuss radian. First one we go to sexagesimal system. Sexagesimal system, it is nothing but English system or British system. Sexagesimal system. In this system, what are the units of this measurement? Units of measurement. Units of measurement. Units of measurements, nothing but degree. Degree, minute and second. Now we discuss what is degree. Now we can consider the definition of degree. Now generally we know that this is nothing but y-axis. This is nothing but x-axis. Their point of intersection origin. X-axis and y-axis are mutually perpendicular. Mutually perpendicular. One right angle. So this is nothing but right angle. One right angle is divided into 90 equal parts. One right angle is divided into 90 equal parts. 90 equal parts. Each part is called degree. So, what is the definition of degree? A right angle. A right angle is divided into. A right angle is divided into 90 equal parts. 90 equal parts. Each part is called a degree. Is called a degree, but it is denoted by power 0. 1 power 0, 2 power 0, 3 power 0 indicates degree. So, this is the definition of degree. Now, we move to minute. So, what is minute? Definition of minute. 1 degree is divided into 1 degree is divided into 60 equal parts. Is divided into 60 equal parts. Each part is called a minute. Each part is called a minute, but it is denoted by power dash 1 power 1. 2 minutes means 2 power 1. 3 minutes means 3 power 1. So, it is definition of minute. 1 degree is divided into 60 equal parts. Each part is called a minute. It is denoted by 1 power 1. Next, what about second? Second nothing but 1 minute. 1 minute is divided into 1 minute is divided into 60 equal parts. 60 equal parts. Each part is called a second. Each part is called a second, but it is denoted by 1 power hyphens 1 power 1 1. So this is nothing but second, minute and degree. For this hexadecimal system, for problem solving trick, I can write some more simple words. Problem solving trick. It is nothing but one right angle. One right angle, it is nothing but 90 degrees. 90 degrees. And 1 degree, it is nothing but 60 minutes. 1 minute, it is nothing but 60 seconds. This is nothing but hexadecimal system or British system or English system. Now, using hexadecimal system in general way, we go to in general way means we can consider a clock. What we know that in the clock, consider a clock. We know that 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, angle between any two consecutive digits, angle between any two consecutive digits. For example, this is 12, this is nothing but 1. Now, angle between these two consecutive digits, nothing but this amount of rotation, nothing but 30 degrees. 30 degrees. So, keep them one point. Angle between any two consecutive digits in clock, nothing but 30 degrees. How many these are? 12. 12 into 30, 360. So, one complete rotation, it is nothing but 360 degrees. And next, observe. For example, if you consider our hand, so this is 12, this is 6, this is 3, this is 9, this is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. Consider our hand. This is our hand. In 1 hour, what is the amount of rotation? Amount of rotation means angle in 1 hour of our hand. Our hand after 1 hour, it becomes to nothing but reaches to 1. So, this measurement of angle, it is nothing but 30 degrees. It is nothing but 30 degrees. So, in 1 hour, our hand rotates an angle of 30 degrees. But in any two consecutive digits in clock, angle between them, it is nothing but 30 degrees. Now, observe second one. What about second one? Centesimal system. centesimal system. What is centesimal system? I hope we called French system. Also this one French system. What are the units of in this measurement? The units in the measurement. The units in this system or in this measurement are nothing but grade, minute, seconds. So what is grade, what is minute, what is second in this centesimal system? Now we go to the definition of grade. One right angle or simply a right angle. A right angle is divided into 100 equal parts. Is divided into 100 equal parts. Let us observe, this is, we know that right angle. This right angle divided into 100 equal parts. Number of terms 100. These each part is called a grade. So each part is called a grade, and it is denoted by power z, 1 power g, 2 power g, 3 power g, 4 power g, and so on. Grade indicates in power sub g. Next, we move to minute. So what is minute? A grade is divided into 100 equal parts. Each part is called a minute. Each part is called a minute. So we know that it is denoted by what? It is denoted by 1 power 1. Next, we shall move to second. What about second? 1 minute is divided into 100 equal parts. Each part is called a second. It is denoted by what? It is denoted by 1 power double suffix. Now, problem solving trick. In this measurement centesimal system, one right angle, it is nothing but 100 grades. And next, one grade, it is nothing but 100 minutes. 1 minute, it is nothing but 100 seconds. In this system, one complete rotation, it is nothing but 400 grades. Now we shall move to what we know that we just know it is completed 2 measurement of systems, hexadecimal system, centesimal system. What we observe here? One right angle. one right angle, it is nothing but 90 degrees, that is equal to 100 grades. Now from this one I can write 1 degree. Can I write 1 degree? It is nothing but 100 by 90 to the power of grades. 1 degree, it is nothing but 100 by 90 to the power of grades. If you want the value of x degree, so we can write 100 divided by 90 into x degree in terms of grades. For example, if you consider 45 degrees in terms of grades, so 45 degrees which is equal to how many grades? So now just replace x by 45 degrees. 45 degrees, how many grades? Means 100 divided by 90 into 45 in terms of grade. So 45 ones are 45 twos are 2 ones are 250s. So therefore keep in your mind 45 degrees is equal to 50 grades. If you multiplied by 2, 90 degrees is equal to 100 grades. This is conversion from degrees to gradients, as well as I can convert grade to degree. 100 grade is equal to 90 degrees. I can write from this one, one grade it is nothing but 90 by 100 power degree. If you want x gradient, so x gradient it is nothing but 90 by 100 into x, 90 by 100 into x in terms of degree. This is the procedure to convert degree to gradient and gradient to degree. Now we shall move to another one, circular measure. What is definition of circular measure? In this one we discuss the definition of a radian. Before we go to the definition of radian, now we shall simply discuss the content of or concept of a circle. We know that this is circle. Circle definition, it is nothing but locus of a point which is equidistant from a fixed point is called a circle. Fixed point is called center, fixed distance is called radius. So this is center of this circle. Distance from center to any point on the circle gives us radius. If you consider this is A, if you consider this is B, so CA radius, CB also radius. This path is called arc. We called this is arc. Now we discuss radian. Radian is the angle. Radian is nothing but angle. Radian is the angle subtended at the center of the circle. By an arc. Equal to the length of radius of this circle. It is called a radian. Let us observe I can construct a circle. So this is circle. Of this circle, this is nothing but center. This is nothing but radius. This is also nothing but radius. Reason, distance from center to any point on the circle gives us radius. This is also radius. Now this path is called arc. Arc. This arc subtends an angle at a center. This is called angle. This angle is called radian. Radian, it is denoted by theta power c. Whenever the length of arc it is equal to radius. So once again, radian is the angle. Radian is the angle subtended at the center of the circle. It formed at the center by an arc. Then here arc subtends an angle theta at this center. This theta is called radian. Radian. Now what is length of the arc? Length of the arc, it is denoted by L, where L is nothing but r into theta. Length of the arc nothing but r into theta. Now we go to pi radians is equal to how many degrees? Pi radians is equal to how many degrees? Observe, this is, for example, initial ray. Center is fixed point. Now it rotates. It rotates in anti-clockwise direction, and it rotates coincide with OA. Coincide with OA. This is called one complete rotation. Our complete rotation, it is nothing but 360 degrees. Theta is nothing but 360 degrees. But our complete rotation, it is nothing but length of this arc. Total length of this arc, it is nothing but perimeter of this circle. So therefore, can I write 2 pi r? Perimeter of this circle, it is nothing but 2 pi r is equal to length of arc. Length of arc nothing but L. L nothing but r theta. Here theta is nothing but one turn. One turn is nothing but 360 degrees. So therefore 2 pi r is equal to r into 360 degrees. So now is there any cancel? R getting cancelled. Pi is equal to 180 degrees. Here pi means radians. So keep in your mind, pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. If you convert radian into degree, let us observe, or degree into radian, I can write 1 radian from this one is equal to 180 degrees divided by pi. Its approximate value, it is nothing but 57 degrees 17 minutes. 57 degrees 17 minutes, it is approximate value. This is 1 radian. 1 radian. Now if you convert degree into radian, so what about 1 degree? 1 degree, it is nothing but pi by 180 radians. Pi by 180 radians. This is relation between radian and degree. And there is one simple concept, relation between 3 measurement of angles. Relation between 3 measurement of angles. 3 measurement of angles means hexadecimal system, centesimal system and circular measure. So relation between measurement of systems. Measurement of systems, it is nothing but degree divided by 180 degrees, d by 180, gradient divided by 200 power z. Circular measure or radian, or c by pi. This is relation between measurement of angles. D by 180 is equal to G by 200 is equal to R by pi. It is very useful to convert one system to another system.